Hey, what's up there, WWE fans, and to all my friends and subscribers? This is Marshall Simon here. Today we are going to do a review on my WWE DVD collection. I've got I don't know how much I have, but I got like some of the ones that I don't mind that I bought because I actually started watching some of the. I have tons of pay-per-views and I have some WWE DVDs, like, you know, specialties. So let's take a look and I'll show you what I have on my big collection. But anyways, so these were all brand new and used, so I'm gonna start from the year. It's actually 2003 all the way to 2010. So all these right here, some of them are mostly pay-per-views that I own, and there's some specialties that I like. So let's show you the first one that I have here. Here I have WrestleMania 19. That's Hollywood Hulk Hogan with Mr. McMahon. I wish this pay-per-view was in Vancouver, BC, Canada instead of Seattle. I mean, Seattle's always Vancouver to me. And then here we go. As you can tell, that's my Canadian rate sticker, 14A, and there's Booker T, the Heartbreak Kid, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Brock Lesnar, Taker, Triple H, Jericho, Angle, The Rock, and Stratus. So this is a double disc. I mean, the main events were not that bad, so I saw this personally, and as you know, they put the date on it. Second, I have the 2004 WWE Hall of Fame. This is a 2-disc set I personally like. That's got the Magnificent Don Morocco, Superstar Billy Graham, Jesse the Body Ventura, the late JYD Sergeant Slaughter, Tito Santana, King Harley Race, Bobby the Brain Heenan, Greg the Hammer Valentine, the late great Big John Studd, and as you know, Pete Rose is missing out of that picture, and that was taken the night before WrestleMania 20, the 20th anniversary. And I got the 20th anniversary of WrestleMania, where it all began again, and the two main events I didn't mind at all. There's Eddie Guerrero, Kurt Angle, The Undertaker, Return, Kane, and Chris Benoit. As you know, I guess that's the only match I will have of Chris Benoit in history, you know, and this is my personal favorite pay-per-view of all time because the late great Eddie Guerrero was on there, and I bought that one used. For the record, ladies and gentlemen, that WrestleMania 19 and 20, I bought it used from a video store, but the Hall of Fame I bought for $5 at HMV, so it was a good deal. And here it is, 2005 Royal Rumble. As you could tell, the West versus the East. Bottom is SmackDown, the top is Raw. I didn't mind this one at all. That's the year the Animal won the 2005 Royal Rumble, and this is a pretty cool cover, as you could tell, and the extras were not that bad, so I liked it. And this one's my other favorite pay-per-view, WrestleMania Goes Hollywood. On top, that's the Raw Superstars, HBK, Triple H, Dave Batista, Trish Stratus. On the bottom, Kurt Angle, John Cena, JBL, The Undertaker, and instead of Trish, it was originally Randy Orton. And I like the Return of Piper's Pit because that was one of the best pay-per-views. I enjoyed laughing because of the trailers. And this is the 2005 Survivor Series. The Dead Man's on the cover because he returned after No Mercy when the Ortons put him in a casket, and they had that traditional Raw versus SmackDown 5-on-5 Survivor Series elimination. And now this is a very odd cover for the 2006 Royal Rumble. The whole McMahon clan. This is the one Rey Mysterio won his first ever Royal Rumble, and the smallest man to be world champion ever. And this is the actual main event. WWE champion and the world heavyweight champion that year. And this is WrestleMania 26. That's a huge all-star cast which took place in Chicago, Illinois. I didn't mind the main cards on these, and then there's a huge all-star cast, and as you can tell, that's the Canadian sticker we get, 14A. I bought that one brand new. Also, Survivor Series and the Royal Rumble was bought brand new. And believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, I found this in a $5 pile at Walmart. It was the year DX eliminates Rated RKO Cena eliminates the Big Show's team, and Booker T took on the Animal, Dave Bautista, and this was Lita's last and final pay-per-view, and that's when she quit the WWE. And this is the 2007 Royal Rumble, ladies and gentlemen. Took place in HBK's hometown, and I don't know who is who on this huge all-star cast. And there's Cena, Umaga, Dave Bautista, Mr. Kennedy Anderson, Bobby Lashley, and Andrew Martin, the late Andrew Martin. You know, too bad for him. And then WrestleMania 23, I'm All Grown Up. I love the cover on this one. Cena, Michaels, Batista, Taker, and then Trump and Mr. McMahon. This was in Detroit, Michigan. I love the extras. You know, and this is one of the coolest pay-per-views I've ever watched. I bought that brand new. And this is a $5 pile from Walmart, ladies and gentlemen. The biggest party of the summer. The return of Triple H. And this was Booker T's last WWE pay-per-view in history. Thank God he went down to TNA. And now this is the first one I ever got in widescreen. If you have a PS3 HD cord, I love this pay-per-view. You know, it's one of the first biggest outdoor one I ever watched live, and you know, I love the cover, and you know, this is pretty cool. And they should have put some extras, like, you know, Farewell Flair with Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. And now we got Backlash 2008. Undertaker on the cover. This is from a Stephen King picture, and look at this, ladies and gentlemen. See that little silver sticker? WWE proof of purchase. The Canadians have that. I'm not sure what the Americans get out of that one, but it was a good, decent pay-per-view. The main card was awesome. Raw got the main event. And now, 2008 WWE Judgment Day. Triple H was on here. The main card was not that bad. I liked it personally. There's Cena, JBL, Taker, Edge, H, and Orton, the steel cage. And then this is one of my personal favorites. One Night Stand, Extreme Rules, Triple H, Randy Orton, Edge versus Taker. Everything was one night only, where we all go extreme. And as you can tell, that's my second proof of sticker. And then I got 2008 SummerSlam. Oh, Maria knows how to do her thing, if you know what I mean. The return of Undertaker. There's the Animal, Batista, John Cena, Triple H. This is the night that Triple H got hurt, you know, by the Animal, and he was gone for quite a while. And there's the proof of purchase, as you know. I got this one from HMB, but it was worth it. And this is one of my other personal favorites, No Mercy. Jeff Hardy going upside down, so let's put it this way. I like doing that every once in a while. And the main cards on here were not that bad. Triple H, Hardy, Jericho, Michaels, and Taker show where he punches the living hell out of him. What a slobber knocker there. Survivor Series 2008, John Cena in his hometown winning the world title from Chris Jericho, and there they are. Vladimir Kozlov, Edge, which was a sneaky attack. Big Show, Taker, and here's Chris Jericho of Armageddon 2008. The main card was not bad, but I love the cover. And there's Cena, Jericho, Hardy, Edge, and H, you know, and it was one of the best. I didn't mind the main cards at all. It was pretty quiet. But this Royal Rumble, I didn't mind it at all, but it was, they said it was the worst pay-per-view ever. For some reason, I guess it's because of legacy. And on here's Cena, JBL, HBK, Edge, Hardy, Swagger, and Hardy. That's, you know, it was the ECW title. They only had 4 matches out of that one. And I got the 25th anniversary here of WrestleMania. I think either Kofi Kingston or Matt Hardy should have been on the cover, because R-Truth was in the main card that year. But all these guys were, and this was JBL's last pay-per-view, and I like the Hall of Fame there, and Austin was a big surprise to show up. I got Extreme Rules of 2009, 619, Mysterio's on the cover, and I like some of the main cards on here. The submission match, that's a tough one there. Night of Champions, Kofi Kingston, Rey Mysterio, Randy Orton, CM Punk. Every title was on the line, but I didn't mind the matches either because, you know, Big Show was a big surprise for me on this one, so I thought. And then here's SummerSlam 2009. SummerSlam Gone Hollywood. There was quite a few superstars that attended that pay-per-view, which I didn't mind, and, you know, I love the Hollywood scenery on here, and that's the night Brent DiBiase interferes. Breaking Point, which took place in my home country, but Montreal, Quebec is like pretty far because I'm actually from British Columbia, Canada. I always wonder why the WWE never comes to BC anymore. I guess it's because of the fans insulted Randy Orton because of his legacy, and, you know, the fans took it pretty harsh in the wrong way. And this is Hell in a Cell. There's 3 matches which had Hell in a Cell, as you can tell. That's Taker, CM Punk, Orton and Cena, and then DX versus Legacy. And then this one, I don't know, I wasn't too sure about this one, but at least I got the 1-hour Iron Man match, which is pretty long. And there's Taker, CM Punk, Batista, Ray, Randy Orton versus Cena. And there was no pictures on the back, which is bragging rights. ECW has no bragging rights anymore. Survivor Series 2009. DX is on the cover. I love the cover for it because it's pretty cool what they did. And Cena put the title against those two. Taker goes against the Unified Tag Team Champs, and then the Animal. And Rey Mysterio was on the other card. And now, beginning of 2010, the Royal Rumble of 2010, it's a major all-star cast, which I love the picture on it. And on the back here are the 2 world champions that had their title on the line. Believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, this was ECW's final and last pay-per-view in WWE history because they got folded a month later. And now, for the first time ever, this was WrestleMania's first pay-per-view without any ECW. And there's Taker, Michaels, Cena, Batista, Jericho, Edge, McMahon, and Bret Hart. And that's my proof of purchase on the top corner. And over here, that's the Hall of Fame. I love this pay-per-view, even though it was 4 hours, 4 hours. I saw it live at the theater. Now I have Extreme Rules with Sheamus on the cover. You know, everybody loves calling them the evil Ronald McDonald. And, you know, this is the first pay-per-view without ECW. You know, no more ECW title, and that's okay with me, because I was never much of a big ECW fan. And here's Over the Limit. This is my latest WWE pay-per-view, as you can tell. And I like this one because CM Punk finally gets his hair cut, and Dave Batista said, "I quit." Now it's my specialty collection. I have the history of the WWE title, and it's mostly matches that people voted on from the WWE universe. I love this one because of Hogan was the greatest champ ever. I got the Hulk Hogan Ultimate Anthology. These are the best matches from his AWA, WWE, WCW years. And then he came back home, and, you know, in this, there's some interviews by some good stars. And I got this as a prize package I won at a theater. Hulk Hogan, The Rock, Triple H, Austin and Michaels, the greatest superstars of WrestleMania. Some of the greatest matches I have ever got in history. And this one, my history on the Intercontinental title, some of the greatest matches we voted on, I did not mind. And the very best of Saturday night's main event. This was like the pay-per-view television days, but non-pay-per-view. They were all on NBC, and I really loved watching this every Saturday. I would have my popcorn and cheesies. The history of the World Heavyweight Championship. This belt is way older than all of us here in the whole universe, 1905 to now, and they pick some of the greatest matches. I get some documentaries, and last but not least, Satan's Prison, home of the Elimination Chamber. These are all matches, and Now you don't have to search for every DVD from Survivor Series, SummerSlam, and New Year's Revolution. And you know what? If you need them, I recommend buying this collection because this is the best thing I have ever owned. It has all the greatest matches in WWE history. That's why they're called Satan's Prison. So that's it. My name is Marshall Simon. I'm here to check off, and I'm saying so long, everybody. Peace out.